We're here today to take a look at some problems with porches in the city of Chicago. And here's one example of them, located in the city. And notice, and I'll try and use my pointer, let's use this and see if I can come close to touching the deficiency. Notice this board up here that's just hanging in the space. It's not connected to anything, right? That's a problem. If it's a structural component or even if it's cosmetic, that board should be connected back into the structure. There's another problem up here. You see these two boards that are attached to the post? So there are two boards here that are attached to the post. Those boards are acting as beams, one on the left and one on the right side of the post. In the city of Chicago, according to the Porch ordinance, there should be a steel bracket 4 inch by 6 inches that supports those joists or that beam above. Now I happen to know this is a 5-unit building and it's a masonry building overall, so there's a very strict standard that should be enforced by the city if they were to get a look at this. Look for L brackets. Think in your mind the capital letter L made out of steel that's more than 1/4 of an inch thick, thicker than a number 2 lead pencil. And it should be about 6 inches long, 6 inches on one leg, 4 inches on the other leg, and it should be bolted with usually 1/2 inch or 5/8 inch bolts through this upright post. Now, as you can see, there are no L brackets supporting these two beams. Also within the city of Chicago, the outside or header beam, this one that's the darkest green in color here, should be doubled. And as you focus and look at this board, you'll see that it's a single board that's been bolted into a diagonal brace. This board is required to be doubled for structural stability, according to the city. I happen to agree with them. And finally, notice the guardrail, the upper portion of the deck area. There's a wooden type of lattice that's been added. You can see it's got the crisscross checkerboard-like pattern. And then on the street side, there are a couple of horizontal rails. Those rails are required to be vertical as pickets, and they're supposed to be less than 4 inches apart where they're separated. I have no understanding why this building hasn't been flagged. It's in a very productive area of the city. Usually the city inspectors are quite vigilant in some of these areas. So there's major repairs to make on this porch immediately. Under the Illinois Home Inspector Licensing Act, we would call this porch significantly deficient, hazardous, and unsafe. And it needs to be repaired as soon as possible. Literally, right across the street from the porch that we just saw is a recently constructed porch which appears to meet the city standard. Now notice the steel L bracket. This is what we're looking for the structural components of the building to meet standard. And if you can see it, there's also 2 boards at the header here, not just one. There are 2 boards. We want that as well. This is a header because the other floor joists die into it right here. Another critical component is the presence of these saddles. The steel saddle. Those are designed to hold the floor joist, like your ribs, in place. If you want a safe porch, look for the presence of those devices.